shared with us today. Show of hands.
Yes.
I had moments where I was just sitting there and having a WTF moments, like, how does he know all this stuff? It's amazing how much knowledge this man shared with us today. Really impressive. Is this your hobby, by the way, or are you pretty professional? Wow. I was thinking to myself, you may do this professionally. That's how informed you were. So definitely an amazing job. I know a lot of engineers, and I know that your background is in engineering. And engineers have a very different mindset that are programmed in their training and their education. And it's rare to find engineers that are technically so well versed and at the same time can communicate so effectively. And I thought that Scott did an amazing job communicating so fluently. He didn't use any notes. He didn't have many filler words. He was making great connections with the audience. He spoke very fluently, had a nice vocal variety. I really like that. And I want to comment on some suggestions for you to improve your overall presentation, specifically with technology. One of the things I also want to point out positively, most of the presentations with technology have big hiccups every single time, and I almost cringed just before, hoping that everything would go right, but Scott was very well prepared. His presentation worked, unlike mine when I did my PowerPoint presentation. His was on point, he didn't have any delays, and it's very tricky for whatever reason things always go wrong, but Scott was prepared, he was on time, and I love that. He even used props, which were very effective. Here's some suggestions that I think can improve your speech. As an engineer, you are, and as a subject matter expert, you are so well versed in the topic, but a lot of the people in the audience might not have as much information. And for you, it's completely familiar to the topic, and you speak very fast, and because you're so familiar with it. But some of us might have a hard time following up. So slowing down a little bit and taking down the information per minute ratio, because in your mind you know the topic so well, but some of us might not be so familiar. So speak a little bit slower and make sure everyone follows with the topics, I think would help. Another thing that I noticed is you started up here really well, and then you started walking back, and as you were walking back, you were still talking, and in the back I had a little bit of a hard time hearing you, because when you speak here, you speak to the audience, everyone can hear you, but then when you talk, as you're walking back, then the information gets quieter and quieter, and your attention gets a little bit reduced, so that would be another suggestion for you. Overall, I thought it was amazing how well you communicate the information, and I took a lot away from it, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Lena. Now I would like to introduce our second evaluator tonight, whom is Azul. Azul evaluates the senior speech.
So this is my first evaluation, so thank you for your patience and grace. Amazing. Relative topic, and this is coming from someone that absolutely hates reading. I will audible anything, but if it comes to actually reading a book, my eyes cross and I fall asleep. Doing my best to, after your amazing information, give it a second chance and start picking up physical books again. Some things that I really appreciated in what you were sharing with us was how you took us through your path of how you had found one book club, and at first you were engaged and felt like it would be a good outlet, and then your journey of realizing that you really were craving more depth, more meat, something to really expand your mind. And I love that you saw the opportunity and you created what it was that you desired. And that is what true leadership is. And as a leader, I also see the courageousness that it takes to start something from scratch. Building your team, bringing in your tribe, calling in your community. So I commend you for taking that courage on and being brave and going out and creating it what you desire, even though you're not finding it. I love the discovery of how you explained your process and your journey and all of the great details and the colors of that love how you went into more detail explaining the type of leader that you saw that you are, and that journey of discovery of what that is to you, and really making it personalized to you. And 5 years?
5 years, still going, going strong. Thank you.
I almost want to if I could be more committed to a real physical book, I might join, but I'm going to wait till I'm in that place. So congratulations, wow. 5 years of building community and creating a safe space for people to have an amazing experience. I really commend you for that. That's amazing.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Some opportunities that I saw, in articulation, speaking a little louder, I'm one that I'm finding I'm losing my hearing, unfortunately. And there was a couple times I couldn't hear the words that you were saying. So I wonder maybe if clear articulation or more pronunciation in some of those words. It was more at the beginning when you were getting started. And I noticed when you turned, it was more challenging for me to also understand or to hear you. Maybe in tone, raising the voice, it seemed like you were a little bit quieter to me at the beginning, and that may have just been my volume of my ears. But I would love to see a little bit more inflection and articulation with more tone. For me personally. Let's see. And the quote that you shared at the end, I love that. It really spoke to me. That's very powerful. And character, you're demonstrating that by having a book club that has existed for 5 years and is flourishing. And I could tell by the way that you were sharing it with us how passionate you are and how much it means to you. So I'm so grateful that you took all the steps and all the action that it took to have the character to create this amazing, beautiful book club of 5 years.
Thank you, Azul. Now, please help me welcome our last evaluator, who is Ed, who evaluated Moriel.
Moriel. Does everyone realize this is an icebreaker speech? Amazing. It's the second one. You redid the first one. But if you don't know what an icebreaker is, some of you are new. It's like the first time you've been in front of an audience, and this is the second time. And we talked about nerves. How scary is that? And when you gave your speech, you hit some of the really interesting ways you can grab people's attention. The way you did it. You were like a seasoned Toastmaster. You got people involved. When you start a speech, you all know this, you start a speech with a hook. You bring them in. Now, how better to hook somebody? Hey, how many people can choose the speech I want? I'm going to freewheel it or I'm going to script it. Let's all vote. So you now got people physically involved, and we're now, by being physically involved and having a part in determining what's doing, we are now invested in hearing where we're going with this. Isn't that really a cool way to bring people into a speech, is get them invested in it? And you did that. And you finished it with the same way. Which is sort of like asking for a report card. Hey, did everyone learn something at the end? What are they going to say? No, I didn't. No. It was really clever. It was very clever. Your idea, though, of your life goal to make Irvine and determining from your mom what do you want to do with your life is move to the most beautiful, perfect place in the world. Irvine. I would have liked to hear a little more how you really came to that, other than there's Trader Joe's and Barnes & Noble. I mean, seriously, from New York? I always thought New York would be so cool. What part of New York were you from? That would have been kind of, I would have liked to have heard all that.
Next time.
That was great. Next time. So this
4
is
minutes is not enough.
number 3, not enough time. But I thought he was very polished. Everybody see how polished? He's dressed really nice. Did you take a haircut for this and a nice clean shirt? You look great. I really thought it was wonderful. One of the things he asked you to look for, though, was eye contact. That is one of the hardest things to do when you give a speech, to look people in the eye. Now, one of the things you could have tried when you want to do eye contact is you can divide the stage into different parts and make sure you've touched everybody. Because there are multiple parts in the speech. There's the beginning, the body, and the end. So when you go to the beginning, you might look over here as you're talking, but gradually start moving around to the middle, and then you come to the end. But make sure you look at people's eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. They truly are. When you give a speech, when you look at people in the eyes and you talk from your heart, you connect them with you. Wonderful speech. I'm looking to hear more about New York and how you chose Irvine. I'm seriously waiting for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. I would like to call on our timer, Shabnam. Did everyone qualify?
Unfortunately, one person didn't. Lena, with 3